So now I want to touch on a mindset that most people do not realize that they have. And it's one that actively not only saps their charisma in terms of how other people experience them and whether they like them or not, but really it digs at their inner confidence and their sense of self. So this is an important one. And what I see so often is that most of the decisions that most people make are based on one question, and it's how will this make me blend in? Right? They ask this question when they're determining what to put on in the morning, what clothes they should wear, what they should say and what they shouldn't say, if they should speak loudly or quietly. Right? They think of this even in deeper things in terms of what job should I take? What's going to get me the most status and respect from people maybe that I know, maybe even people that I don't know, but will think highly of me when I tell them what I do. And some people go so far as to build relationships in their life. They choose the person that they date, sometimes marry, based on what they think will make them blend in better. Like, this is what happens all the time, and it's very sad. The thing is, if you think of the most charismatic people in your life, and I invite you now to think of a time where you were just looking at someone and they seemed so confident, so self-assured, and really charismatic. No matter who you are, no matter what you're thinking of, I promise you, in that moment, in some way, that person was not blending in. This is the thing with charisma, and this is the thing with confidence, is that it's not concerned so much with doing what every other person in society or member of a group is doing. It's much more concerned with expressing itself. And that's why we're so taken aback by when we see someone with confidence, because it's like, holy cow, what is it that confers this ability on them to not feel, or at least to put up with that societal pressure to blend in and instead to do their own thing? So think of times in your life and ways in which, this is step one, you might be blending in. And it could be as simple as, man, like I realized I have the haircut. I went to school in the South. Every single guy in a fraternity it was comical, would wear the same shirt. It was a J. Crew polo, sometimes plaid, with khaki pants, and they all had the same haircut, right? Super, super conformist. It could be as simple as that. Or, like, are you in the job that you're in because you thought it would make you fit in? I have a buddy who I was talking to. He's in finance. He's probably late 20s at this point. And I was talking to him about what he wanted to do, and it was very clear that finance was not that thing, right? He didn't know exactly what it was, but it was definitely not the job that he was doing. And as we continued to talk, I dug down. I was like, so what would really excite you? And he thought about it, and then he got this like starry-eyed look in his eyes, I swear to God. And he looked up, he said, I'd really like to teach. I just love hanging out with younger people. I love the energy, and nothing makes me feel as if I'm contributing so much as when I'm passing on hard-fought knowledge to other people. And he sort of waxed poetic about this for a few more minutes. I said, man, like, why don't you do this? You've got to have at least $1 million in the bank. There are professors that, that make as much money or make way less money and survive their entire lives. Like, you're not going to have a yacht, but you can live comfortably with that salary plus what you've saved. Why not just quit now and go do that? And he didn't even wait a beat before he came back and said, I couldn't do that. I said, well, why not? He said, well, what would everybody think? And it's that mentality that holds so many people back. So what I want you to do is start to think of ways in your life and that this is your mentality. And I want to go now to 3 situations where you definitely want to start to break this. And you want to praise yourself for starting to break this. So the 3 situations are these. Don't blend in when it would be more fun not to, right? Don't blend in when it would be more honest not to. And third, don't blend in when it would be more morally correct to not blend in. So I want to touch on examples of all 3 of these because I think this is really where it gets driven home and people start to realize in their own life how they can make these shifts.